Welcome, and thank you for choosing this book. As a Doctor of Business Administration, DBA, with over 18 years of experience in the dynamic world of marketing, I've had the privilege of diving deep into the fascinating realm of customer behavior. This book represents the culmination of my journey and effort to blend academic insights with practical strategies to help you not just understand your audience but truly connect with them. In today's ever-evolving marketplace, understanding your customer's mindset is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. Through this book, you'll uncover the psychological principles that drive purchasing decisions, from cognitive biases to emotional triggers and social influences. With these insights, you'll be equipped to tailor your sales and marketing efforts to match your customers' needs and preferences effectively. But this isn't just about theory, it's about action. I've included practical techniques for building strong, trust-driven relationships with your customers. From mastering communication strategies to honing your active listening and conflict resolution skills, you'll find actionable steps to elevate your customer interactions and create exceptional experiences. Whether you're an experienced professional looking for fresh strategies or just embarking on your journey in sales and marketing, this book is your companion. It's designed to inspire, empower, and provide you with a competitive edge that sets you apart in the marketplace. Together, let's explore what it takes to build meaningful connections and achieve remarkable results. The journey starts now. Introduction. Have you ever experienced unsuccessful sales negotiations or noticed customers leaving your store without showing much interest in your products or services, despite having a genuine need for them? Perhaps you've even had customers take a passing glance at your sales proposals or products, only to move on without making a purchase. What's causing this behavior? Could it be that your products look different from those of other stores? Perhaps your display isn't suitable for the type of products you offer. Or maybe the quality of your products is so different that it stands out to potential customers. It's also possible that the customer has judged your behavior without any real experience and formed a negative opinion. Surprisingly, none of these reasons are likely the primary cause of this behavior. To truly understand what's going on in the customer's mind, it's important to read this book in its entirety and learn about the customer's brain function and the steps you can take to significantly increase your sales. Chapter 1. Understanding the customer's behavior. This part is extracted out from the Neuromarketing *****. In our daily lives, we all make purchases that seems necessary, but when we look back at all the things we've bought over the course of a year, we often find that some of the items in our homes have gone unused. Conversely, we may be very satisfied with some of the things we've purchased. It's important to acknowledge that products we're currently dissatisfied with were sold to us by a skilled and intelligent seller in special circumstances based on our own mental performance. To better understand this topic, we need to consider some basic definitions. The concept of need, as defined by Philip Kotler, is the lack of access to a fundamental satisfaction. It's not enough to simply recognize that we need a particular product, we also need to confirm that the product we've purchased meets our needs. While advertising and market experts play a key role in shaping our buying decisions, the factors that drive us to overcome the fear of losing money and replace it with a product we need can vary greatly from person to person. When it comes to making the decision to buy, it's helpful to understand how the human brain works. Researchers have found that the part of the brain that's stimulated when a sharp object touches the body is also stimulated when we're forced to pay money. In other words, paying money can be as painful for us as physical pain. By understanding these factors, we can make more informed decisions when it comes to our purchases and avoid unnecessary waste. According to scientists, the human brain is divided into 3 parts, each of which organizes and controls specific activities. These 3 parts are named as follows. 1. The reptilian brain, also known as the old brain. 2. The limbic brain, also known as the middle brain. 3. The neocortex, also known as the new brain.
The reptilian brain controls vital bodily functions such as breathing, thirst, hunger, swallowing, and other essential activities. The limbic brain is involved in processing emotional activities and memory-related tasks, while the neocortex is responsible for analytical and logical activities. Interestingly, purchasing decisions in humans are made by the reptilian brain, which is driven by emotions and seeks to avoid pain and discomfort while seeking pleasure and enjoyment. It's also worth noting that this part of the brain communicates through images rather than words. Therefore, we can now think of ways to influence the reptilian brain. During the purchasing process, customers often decide whether to buy a product or not. When a customer is faced with a purchasing decision, their reptilian brain is activated. This part of the brain is responsible for primal survival instincts and is constantly evaluating the environment for threats and rewards. As a result, it quickly assesses whether a product is worth buying or not based on its perceived benefits and risks. The limbic brain also plays a significant role in the purchasing decision. This part of the brain is responsible for emotions and motivation. It often influences customers to make purchases based on how a product makes them feel. For example, a customer may buy a luxury product because it makes them feel happy and confident, even though they may not necessarily need it. The neocortex, on the other hand, is responsible for rational thinking and decision-making. It evaluates the features and benefits of a product, compares it to alternatives, and assesses its value for money. However, the neocortex's influence on the purchasing decision is often overshadowed by the reptilian and limbic brains, which prioritize emotional and instinctual responses. Therefore, understanding the role of each part of the brain in the purchasing decision can help businesses tailor their marketing strategies to better communicate with their customers. For example, using emotional appeals and creating a strong brand image can appeal to the limbic brain, while providing factual information and highlighting the practical benefits of a product can appeal to the neocortex. It is important to note how much you can help customers to forget the fear of losing money and the old brain's main criterion, which is preventing losses, and then convince them to choose your product as the appropriate option. As an intelligent reader, which you definitely are, since you are reading this book, you have probably come up with some solutions so far, but there is still more to learn. Here are the different types of customer behavior in the buying process. 1. Normal behavior. In this type of behavior, the customer chooses a product that they have heard more about when there is no significant difference between the brand names of the products available in your store. 2. Complex behavior. Sometimes, the customer is fully aware of the brand names and differences between them, especially regarding expensive products. In this case, buying becomes a risky business for the customer, but they consider owning the product as a tool for expressing their personality. It is clear that in these kinds of negotiations, we are dealing with a specific range of customers, and we must have solutions in this regard. 3. Conservative behavior. This type of customer is looking for a reduction in post-purchase stress, or in other words, good news about the purchased product. The approval and admiration of others for their purchase brings peace of mind to the buyer, especially for expensive products that do not have significant differences from similar brand products. The role of brand popularity is crucial in this type of behavior. 4. Diverse-seeking behavior. When there is a significant difference in quality and popularity between brand names, some buyers prefer to use products from different brands and experience various qualities. The seller can suggest this type of behavior to the customer. Understanding these different types of customer behavior can help sellers tailor their approach to different customers and increase their chances of making a sale. It is essential to understand the customer's needs, concerns, and preferences and provide them with the necessary information and reassurance to make a confident purchase decision.
Now you need to learn about influential factors in purchasing behavior. 1. Cultural factors. The most important factor that you should pay attention to is cultural factors, which give a specific color to human behavior in each country, province, city, and even within a region. For example, color can significantly affect a person's choice of product and includes subcultures and social classes. As you know, the behavior of each social class differs from other classes, and this can be observed in different religions, ethnicities, and nationalities. As an intelligent seller, you should be able to easily recognize the culture of your visitors and customers. Regarding cultural factors, it is important to note that these can include a wide range of variables, such as language, religion, customs, values, and beliefs. These factors can significantly impact consumer behavior, as they shape the way people perceive and interact with products and services. For example, in some cultures, certain colors or symbols may have specific meanings that can influence consumer preferences. 2. Social factors. In society, groups that have a direct influence on people's beliefs and values, reference groups, can create different tastes and prevailing attitudes among individuals. Great athletes, actors, and influential people are examples of these groups. Additionally, it is essential to consider the role of the family as the most fundamental purchasing and consuming organization in society, as well as the social status and position of individuals in their consumption choices. Social factors, on the other hand, can be influenced by a variety of reference groups, including family, friends, colleagues, and celebrities. The attitudes and opinions of these groups can shape an individual's perception of a product or service and affect their decision to purchase it. For instance, if a celebrity endorses a product, this can increase its appeal to consumers who admire that celebrity. 3. Personal factors. Understanding these factors may seem relatively easy, as recognizing the age, economic situation, lifestyle, and even the personality of your customers is usually created through sales experience. In fact, we believe that sellers. However, paying special attention to these factors, especially the personality of buyers, can facilitate their purchase decision for your product. As you are a professional seller, I believe that you know these personal factors better than me, such as age, income, education, lifestyle, and personality traits. These factors can all impact a consumer's decision-making process, as they determine what the individual values and prioritizes when making purchases. For example, younger consumers may be more likely to prioritize trendy or fashionable products, while older consumers may prioritize durability and practicality. Now you need to learn about influential factors in purchasing behavior. 1. Cultural factors. The most important factor that you should pay attention to is cultural factors, which give a specific color to human behavior in each country, province, city, and even within a region. For example, color can significantly affect a person's choice of product and includes subcultures and social classes. As you know, the behavior of each social class differs from other classes, and this can be observed in different religions, ethnicities, and nationalities. As an intelligent seller, you should be able to easily recognize the culture of your visitors and customers. Regarding cultural factors, it is important to note that these can include a wide range of variables, such as language, religion, customs, values, and beliefs. These factors can significantly impact consumer behavior, as they shape the way people perceive and interact with products and services. For example, in some cultures, certain colors or symbols may have specific meanings that can influence consumer preferences. 2. Social factors. In society, groups that have a direct influence on people's beliefs and values, reference groups, can create different tastes and prevailing attitudes among individuals. Great athletes, actors, and influential people are examples of these groups. Additionally, it is essential to consider the role of the family as the most fundamental purchasing and consuming organization in society, as well as the social status and position of individuals in their consumption choices. Social factors, on the other hand, can be influenced by a variety of reference groups, including family, friends, colleagues, and celebrities. The attitudes and opinions of these groups can shape an individual's perception of a product or service and affect their decision to purchase it. For instance, if a celebrity endorses a product, this can increase its appeal to consumers who admire that celebrity. 3. Personal factors. Understanding these factors may seem relatively easy, as recognizing the age, economic situation, lifestyle, and even the personality of your customers is usually created through sales experience. In fact, we believe that sellers. However, paying special attention to these factors, especially the personality of buyers, can facilitate their purchase decision for your product. As you are a professional seller, I believe that you know these personal factors better than me, such as age, income, education, lifestyle, and personality traits. These factors can all impact a consumer's decision-making process, as they determine what the individual values and prioritizes when making purchases. For example, younger consumers may be more likely to prioritize trendy or fashionable products, while older consumers may prioritize durability and practicality. What are differences between loyal customer and the supportive customers? Loyal customers and supportive customers are both important to a successful business, but there are some key differences between the two. Loyal customers are those who make frequent purchases from your business and have a strong emotional connection to your brand. They are committed to your brand and are willing to pay a premium price for your products or services. Loyal customers are also more likely to recommend your brand to others and provide positive reviews and feedback. Supportive customers, on the other hand, may not make frequent purchases from your business, but they still have a positive attitude toward your brand and are willing to recommend it to others. They may not be as emotionally connected to your brand as loyal customers, but they still see value in your products or services and are willing to support your business. The main difference between loyal customers and supportive customers is the level of emotional attachment and frequency of purchase. Loyal customers are more emotionally invested in your brand and are more likely to make frequent purchases, while supportive customers may be less emotionally invested but still see value in your business and are willing to support it. Both loyal and supportive customers are essential to a successful business, as they can help generate positive word of mouth, increase brand awareness, and contribute to long-term business growth. It's vital for businesses to focus on making strong relationships with both types of customers through excellent customer service, personalized marketing, and engagement strategies. In the world of business, customers are generally classified into 4 categories as below. 1. Potential customers. These people have shown some interest in your product, but have not yet made a purchase. Here the goal is to enhance their level into active customers. 2. Active customers. They are those who have made their first purchase from you and are likely to make repeat purchases. Now the goal is to level up them into loyal customers. 1. Loyal customers. These are individuals who have a strong emotional connection to your brand and make frequent purchases from you. They are also more likely to recommend your business to others. 2. Supportive customers. These are individuals who may not make frequent purchases from you but still have a positive attitude towards your brand and are willing to recommend it to others. By understanding these customer categories, businesses can tailor their marketing and advertising efforts to each group, with the ultimate goal of building strong, lasting relationships with customers. By providing excellent customer service, personalized marketing, and engagement strategies, businesses can increase the likelihood of converting potential customers into active customers into loyal customers, and supportive customers into loyal brand advocates.
To emphasize the previous points, Elle would like to draw your attention to one of the most approved facts in the business world. Pareto principle, also known as the 80-20th rule. This principle simply states that 80% of the effects come from 20% of the causes. For example, 80% of a company's profits may come from 20% of its customers. 80% of a company's sales may come from 20% of its products. 80% of a company's complaints may come from 20% of its customers. By identifying the key 20% of customers, products, or other factors that are driving the majority of a company's results, businesses can focus their efforts on those areas to maximize their impact. This can help companies and sellers prioritize their resources and improve their overall performance. It is truly essential to pay special attention to the 20% that would often be forgotten, which may be the key to repeat sales. Nowadays, with the use of customer relationship management systems, we can easily categorize our customers and keep our high-profit customers in a golden basket, and this screening process can increase the number of these golden customers on a monthly basis. The best way to identify these types of customers is evaluating the number of their purchases or the total income earned from each of them. The intention of customer relationship management, CRM, systems is to establish and maintain effective communication with customers, ultimately leading to increased purchases and customer loyalty. A significant aspect to consider is that customers who have made their initial purchase from your business and are highly satisfied with their experience tend to place more trust in your brand compared to other stores that they may perceive as unfamiliar or risky until the moment of purchase. CRM systems are software platforms used by businesses to manage interactions with customers and potential customers. These systems provide a centralized location for storing customer data, including contact information, purchase history, and preferences. This information can be used to personalize marketing and sales efforts, improve customer satisfaction, and increase customer loyalty. One of the main benefits of CRM systems is that they can help businesses identify their most valuable customers and target them with customized marketing messages and offers. By analyzing customer data, businesses can identify trends and patterns in customer behavior and tailor their marketing efforts accordingly. For example, if a customer has purchased a particular type of product in the past, the business can send them targeted promotions or recommendations for similar products. Another benefit of CRM systems is that they can help businesses improve customer satisfaction by providing a more personalized experience. By understanding a customer's preferences and needs, businesses can offer better customer service and support, which can lead to increased loyalty and repeat sales.